सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेण विहता निशाचरचमु रामाय तस्मै नमः रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं रामेण चित्तलया सदा भवतु मे भो राम माम् उद्धर। जय श्री राम।
जय श्री राम।
Param Vandaniya, our beloved highly educated Shastri Shree Himdu Bhattji, and all the devotional devotees and listeners all over the world. We have today our special guests, and I know that they're going to go somewhere else as well. So I will not take longer. I will straight come to the point. And the Hindu Temple and Community Center, Leicester, UK, is so glad to make an announcement that after the COVID-19, this is the first time in Europe a big event is going to be in our one and only Shree Hindu Temple and Community Center, Leicester. When our chief guest Kith is here, so I will ask Mr. Kithwas to come on the stage, please. And we would like to welcome, I will also request to our temple secretary, Mr. Siddharth Gudhania, to come on the stage and welcome Mr. Kithwas, please. Give him a big round of applause. I'm so proud that our high respected Kithwas is always here to support the Hindu Temple and Community Center for years and years. The Kithwas is in the Hindu Temple and Community Center. He is always with us when we are needed, and the temple is always Mr. Kithwas. So this is a good opportunity for all of us and Mr. Kithwas. And that is the why on behalf of the Hindu Temple and Community Center, I will ask our secretary to welcome and offer this blessed thread and the clothes to the Mr. Kithwas. I know he is in rush, so I will request Mr. Kithwas to say a few words on this special occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram. For me, this is a very important day because although the general election was held on the 11th of June 1987, I was actually declared as the MP for Leicester East this very day 34 years ago. So in a real sense, I feel I have come back to offer my prayers at this very holy place to thank all of you, to have the blessings of Ram for the years that you gave me the privilege of serving you. And I can think of no other place in the whole world that I would rather be than here at the Shree Hindu Temple. Hamanbai, you have led this Ram katha with charisma. You have brought joy into our hearts. You have reminded us about what Hinduism is, a dynamic religion, a religion that has changed the face of the city of Leicester and made it so vibrant and made it so strong. You have reminded us of the values of Hinduism, and we are grateful to you for what you have done for us today and throughout the Ram Katha. And also to Sarajben, what beautiful singing. Wonderful. I think a round of applause to her and her group for what they have done. At this moment in time, of course, we think about our friends and relatives in India who are suffering terrible losses because of this pandemic. And we pray for all of them, all over India and all over the world. I was talking 2 weeks ago to my dear friend, Mr. Prabhu, the member of the cabinet in India, who was due to come over for the G7 summit with our Prime Minister Boris Johnson. And he told me that Narendra Modi, who had been invited to come to Cornwall, was not able to join the G7 summit, which we've been watching on the television, because he has been dealing with the pandemic. I think all of us offer prayers for those who are losing their lives, not just in India, but the 127,000 who have lost their lives in this country. And many Hindu doctors and nurses and health practitioners have been leading the defense of our country against this pandemic, and we offer our prayers and thanks to all of them. This is the first time, though I've seen Dilip, of course. Dilip has been a marvelous priest for 10 years serving our community. Thank you, Dilip. Kup Kupaba, Dilip, for all that you have done. I'm here to also welcome, because this is the first time I've been able to, your new president to his position. I was your MP for 32 years, so I've seen a number of presidents of this temple. And you didn't elect Trump, and you didn't elect Biden, you elected Adatya as your president. And I say to you, Sheetal Adatya, and to your lovely wife, Bharti-ben, we wish you the best of luck as president of this great temple, the oldest temple in the whole of England, Shree Hindu temple. And we wish you all the luck and all the support in the work that you and your committee, your secretary was here, they do. It's not easy being a member of the committee of any organization. And we need to give them 100% support for what they have done. And I want to say to them, they have my support. You have my support, and I support your appeal, and I am donating £101 today to your appeal. Now, that might not seem a lot of money, but I am now a pensioner. Okay? So that is all I can afford at the moment, unless I win the lottery. But if every Hindu in Leicester donates £101, we will reach the target for what we want to do with this temple. Not just the oldest temple. This is not a competition between the temples. It is a recognition of faith and the role that this temple has in the life of this city. I only live a few doors away on Uppingham Road. My mother, Merlin Vaz, was your councillor for 14 years. She loved this temple, and she was here very often, as I was. So let us support the cause of the leaders of this temple, of the work that is being done by Hemant Bhai and so many others. This is being broadcast all over the world, thanks to Asna Television. Better than Sky or the BBC. And we say to them, thank you, Asna. Thank you for broadcasting this. But if every Hindu watching this katha donated something, we will produce something really amazing here. Two things. Something physical that everyone can go and see. Something I know that Jiva Odedra, my friend and member of the trustees, has always wanted for this temple. Something physical, but also something for our children. I was so pleased that Sheetal and Bharti-ben managed to rope in their son Ryan, who was in charge of the car park. All our children need to be followers of the faith, whatever faith we have, because that's how they are taught values. And those values are absolutely critical for the life of our city and the life of our country. So I know that Rishi is waiting for your money, but instead of giving it to Rishi, give it to the temple, because you get tax relief when you make a donation of any money. Let me end by saying this to our friend Mr. Chauhan and his wife, who we have known for many, many years. Thank you for your support for this katha. Thank you for what you have done for the business community. Thank you for being part of us. You're not very far away from here, but you have given so much, and you need to be blessed for all that you have given throughout your life and your family's life. So thank you very much. I will leave you now. I know this katha will continue, and it has my support. I will come back often as we see the appeal grow. I want you all to be very, very safe. I want you all to be very strong, and I want you to all reaffirm your belief and your faith in the Hindu values that have guided us for so many years and need to be with us at this critical time of our lives. Khub khub abha. Thank you very much.
Dhanyavad. Thank you so much. We really appreciate, from bottom of our heart, we really appreciate to Mr. Kishtwas, and has given very important time for our temple, our communities, and for our project. So I will request again, give him a big, big round of applause. Thank you so much. Today we have a sort of time, so I will ask our central manager, Mayurbhai Shishodia, Rambhai Odedra, आप यहाँ आइए। और आज हमारे साथ हमारे चीफ इंस्पेक्टर મિસ્ટર કામ મિસ્ત્રી અને એમની સાથે બેન પણ પધાર્યા છે, જેમની સુંદર હૃદયની ભાવના છે, એવા ભાવનાબેન મિસ્ત્રી અને અવર બિલવ્ડ રણજીતભાઈ સોનગરા. પ્લીઝ કમ ઓન ધ સ્ટેજ. ગીવ ધેમ અ બિગ રાઉન્ડ ઓફ applause, પ્લીઝ. Kam Mistri, Chief Inspector Mr. Kam, and Ranjitbhai Sonagra and Bhavna Ben, please do come here. विश्व भर की आस्था और सब हिंदू हृदय सम्राट के हृदय में विराजित भगवान राम की आस्था को आस्था के माध्यम से श्रद्धान्वित कृतार्थ होने वाले सब हरिभक्त जब हमारे साथ विश्व भर में विज्ञान के माध्यम से जुड़े हैं, तब हमारे साथ चीफ इंस्पेक्टर खाम मिस्त्री और भावनाबेन मिस्त्री यहाँ पर है। सेंट्रल मैनेजर मयूरभाई सिसोदिया जी को मैं प्रार्थना करूं वो काम मिस्त्री जी का यहाँ पर स्वागत करें, और हमारे नंदिनी बेन सिसोदिया we have a sort of time. I will ask our Rambhai to વેલકમ રણજીતભાઈ સોનગરા. ખૂબ જ સર્વિસ આપે છે. હું નંદિનીબેનને પ્રાર્થના કરીશ કે તેઓ ભાવનાબેનનું સ્વાગત કરશે. માધુભાઈ સોનીને પ્રાર્થના કરીશ કે તેઓ અહીંયા પધારે. માધુભાઈ સોની. Come, we would like to have a very few words from you as well, please. So give him a big round of applause, please.
Shri Krishna to everyone here today, and also to the loved ones who are not with us, but I know they're with us in this katha. It's been a very difficult year for all of us, for COVID. We have gone through a lot, emotionally, physically. We've not been able to see people for a long time. Dilipbhai has mentioned our families over in India that have struggled, but I know that we will support each other. And it's so nice to see so many people here today, and this is one of the first big events that we've had. Certainly, mane katha samrina anantyo, as I'm sure you all did. It was a wonderful katha. Thank you. I'm really honored that you allowed me the privilege to sit here and listen to the katha. I've certainly taken something away from it. Now I will have to learn how to make a weni. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. Khub khub dhanyavad. Thank you very much. માધુભાઈ સોનીજી ખૂબ જ રામ પ્રભુના પ્રેમી ભક્ત, પૂજ્ય બાપુના પરમ ભક્ત એવા પૂજ્ય માધુભાઈજીનું સ્વાગત મંદિરના પ્રભુ સેવક નટુભાઈ મહારાજને પ્રાર્થના કરીશ કે તેઓ અહીંયા પધારે. અને જ્યાં રામ હોય ત્યાં હનુમાનજી હોય, અને હનુમાનજી હોય ત્યાં સદૈવ એકદમ નિર્મળ નિખળસતા અને વિશાળ હૃદયથી માધુભાઈનું મધરૂપી ભજન છે એ આપને વર્ષોથી લેસ્ટર સમાજને મળ્યું છે. ફરીથી એક વખત હિન્દુ મંદિર તરફથી હૃદયપૂર્વક આપનું ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર, ધન્યવાદ, અને એમને જોરદાર તાળીઓથી વધાવી લેશું. મંદિરના ખૂબ જ મહેનતી એવા આપણા પરમ પૂજ્ય વંદનીય અને મારા વડીલ એવા પૂજ્ય નટુભાઈને પ્રાર્થના કરીશ કે તેઓ માધુભાઈનું હૃદયપૂર્વક સ્વાગત કરશે. इस परवर हमारे परम पूज्य शास्त्री जी हेमंग भाई के सुंदर आज्ञा और निर्देश के अनुसार हम आज भी एक गत दिन की और धार्मिक दो शब्द और वेरी फ्यू वर्ड्स वी विल हैव फ्रॉम श्याम जोशी. सो गिव हिम अ बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज. आज भी हमारे साथ भारत से परम पूज्य शास्त्री जी और विश्व भर के कथाकार हमारे साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं कुछ क्षण में.
अंजनी पुत्राय विद्महे पवन पुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमत प्रचोदयात्. Jai Shri Krishna to all the devotees and the management of Shree Hindu Temple and all the visitors and VIP people who have joined us today. Today I would like to talk about Parikshit, or Arjuna's grandsons, and how Lord Krishna, who is a form of Lord Rama, came to the earth and teach Parikshit a lot of Vedic scriptures, including the Bhagavad Gita and the Ramayana. So, one day Parikshit was sitting near the coast of Gangaji, the lake in India, and Lord Krishna, as a form of Lord Ram, came next to him to tell him a lot of Vedic mantras, including the Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita. They were the scriptures he learnt in the 7 days that were about to approach, and he was going to die after those 7 days by a snake that will poison him and kill him. So, in the 7 days, he learnt a lot, because he read a lot of the Bhagavad Gita and the Ramayana. after he read all of them, he got a lot of spiritual points to go to the spiritual world, which you should do as well. Spend your weekends doing a lot of Vedic scriptures and reading the Ramayana, because you don't just spend your time relaxing back. That's not what the weekend is for. It's for making your time productive. You should always read Vedic scriptures to get spiritual points and eventually go to the spiritual world. So, if you do this from tomorrow, you have learnt a very good lesson, because it will get you more and more spiritual points slowly and slowly. And by the time you read it again and again, frequently, you will have enough spiritual karma to go to the spiritual world. If you do this tomorrow, then you need to inform me and I will give you a pat on the back. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you so much. खूब खूब धन्यवाद. Thank you. खूब खूब धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. परम पूज्य माननीय श्री हिंदू मंदिर टेम्पल और कम्युनिटी सेंटर के ट्रस्टी बोर्ड के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर जीवा भाई वडोदरा जी, जिन्होंने अच्छी तरह से पीएचडी कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री सप्लायर्स चेन इनोवेशन में और सपोर्ट हर जगह पर जिनका है, जिन्होंने एमबीए पीएचडी टोटल क्वालिफाइड मैनेजमेंट और हर जगह पर अपना योगदान, और श्रीमद् भगवत गीता के माध्यम से जिन्होंने अति अद्भुत एक गहराइयों में ध्यान, जिन्होंने ये हमारे पास इस बिहार का प्रोजेक्ट लेकर आए, और ऐसे हमारे ट्रस्टी मोहन भाई साई राम, जिनकी ओर से आज 1100 पाउंड का योगदान, उनको एक तालीनाद से। समय की बहुत पाबंदी है, कुछ ही क्षण हमारे पास रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं आस्था के माध्यम से हिंदू मंदिर के तत्वाधान में एक बहुत गर्व के साथ ये शिशु विहार के एक प्रतिष्ठित संकल्प के माध्यम से पूज्य शास्त्री जी के वचनामृत से जो भी योगदान आया है, मैं प्रयास करता हूं कि आप सब जो सहकार देते हैं उनका कितना योगदान और सहकार हिंदू मंदिर को मिला है। तो आज शनिवार हनुमान जी के परम पवित्र दिवस के अंदर गीताबेन महेश कुमार के नाम से 101 पाउंड, मिस्टर रतिलाल बी चौहान 100 पाउंड, कांतिलाल वी जवेरी 101 पाउंड, के टेलर 202 पाउंड, और हमारे परम पवित्र मित्र कल्पेश भाई मोदी की ओर से 1100 पाउंड, और सूरज बेन नरेंद्र भाई पंड्या 1100 पाउंड, और हमारे एक सहयोगी जो अभी मुझे बाहर आकर कह के गए कि वनिता बेन, जिनकी अपने परिवार के लिए और आप सबकी प्रसादी और आरती यहाँ पर अपना उत्साह जताया, और वनिता बेन की ओर से यहाँ पर बलवंत राय ठाकुर उनके परिवार की ओर से 1100 पाउंड का हिंदू मंदिर को दान आज ही वो दे रहे हैं। खूब खूब धन्यवाद। स्वर म्यूजिक एंड इवेंट प्रमोशन हमारे रीना शाह और दिव्येश भाई शाह, उनके परिवार की ओर से 501 पाउंड हिंदू मंदिर को दान दे रहे हैं। खूब खूब धन्यवाद। रीना बहन जी, हिंदू मंदिर आपका हृदय से आभारी है। एक दृष्टांत समाज में अपना स्थिर करने के लिए हमारे प्रतिष्ठित सम्माननीय ऐसे एकदम निर्मल स्वभाव के हमारे सदैव हृदय के निकट रहने वाले परम पूज्य माधु भाई सोनी की ओर से भी इस पवित्र संकल्प में 501 पाउंड का योगदान दे रहे हैं। और हमारे नाथा भाई मुरु भाई काराबद्रा, जो हमारे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट वत्सी भाई सिसोदिया के ससुर भी है, उनकी ओर से भी ये कथा और इस शुभ संकल्प में हिंदू मंदिर को सहकार के लिए 501 पाउंड का योगदान दे रहे हैं। बहुत मेरे पास लंबा लिस्ट है, फिर मैं आपको एक बार कहता हूँ कि शिशु विहार सनातन धर्म एजुकेशन सेंटर में आइए, हमारा सहयोग दीजिए, और हम कुछ ही समय में एक दूसरा भव्य आयोजन करेंगे। बहुत सारे लोगों ने अपना उत्साह जताया है, बहुत सारे लोगों ने अपना संयोग जताया है, इच्छाएं जताई है। मैं आशा करता हूं मंदिर और सभी मैनेजमेंट ट्रस्टीज बोर्ड्स, हमारे चेयरमैन भी यहां पर उपस्थित हैं मंदिर के, तो मैं उनको प्रार्थना करता हूं कि आगे एक और संकल्प की ओर हम बढ़े। आज हनुमान जी का दिन है, हम सब एक हो जाए और आगे ऐसे ही चलते ही रहे, चलते ही रहे और चलते ही रहे। मुझे आज कहने में आनंद होता है कि हमारे पूर्व स्वर्गस्थ ट्रस्टीज परेश भाई पटेल के परिवार हिरेन भाई पटेल भी यहाँ पर उपस्थित है। हमारे ट्रस्ट दमन कम्युनिटी के प्रेसिडेंट जयंती भाई, नरेश भाई, पंकज भाई और हमारे सबसे प्रतिष्ठित व्यक्ति बीबी कारिया, व्रजलाल जी कारिया, उनके सुपुत्र नीस भाई जिन्होंने मंदिर में बहुत अच्छा सेवा की है, उन परिवार की ओर से भी बड़ा अच्छा दान आया है। मैं आह्वान करता हूं दमन कम्युनिटी, दीव कम्युनिटी और सभी हिंदू समाज को कि आइए हमारे मंदिर के साथ जुड़िए। इन सभी परिवार को एक जोरदार तालियों से याद किया जाए।